The Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Group of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, PMG-MAN, has called on the federal government on the need to make the sector competitive and investment-friendly by creating an enabling pharma and life science manufacturing ecosystem, strengthened with policies that are forward-looking. This will drive sustained investment that will boost local drug production and help achieve medicine security in Nigeria. The group made the call at a media briefing in Lagos ahead of the 8th Nigeria Pharma Manufacturers Expo NPME 2026, scheduled for September 28 and 29 at Harbour Point, Victoria Island, Lagos. The chairman of PMG-MAN and managing director CEO of Daily Need Industries Limited, Mr. Oluwatosin Jolayemi, who was represented by the chairman of the Exhibition Planning Committee and managing director CEO of May Baker Nigeria Plc, Dr. Patrick Ajah, reaffirmed the industry's ambition to achieve 70% local drug production. Ajah said the sector, which has grown from 20 pioneer members in 1983 to more than 200 manufacturing companies, remains committed to reducing Nigeria's dependence on imported medicines. He noted that the expo themed Regional Manufacturing, Advancing Africa's Pharma and Life Science Sovereignty Through Localization, would bring together manufacturers, policymakers, investors, technology providers and other stakeholders to discuss the essentials of local pharmaceutical production.
The message we are sending as local manufacturers is we are regulated, we are professionals. If you fake anything, if we reduce quality, it will be picked up. And our address is there. So the person who bought our medicine is seeing the address. If it doesn't work, it's easy these days on social media. So based on that, members of PMG-MAN are very, very careful. And he did say, we have our quality team, our supply chain team, they meet constantly, they train our regulatory team to make sure that all our companies, apart from the regulation of NAFDAC and other agencies, all our companies maintain standards.
Meanwhile, the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of PMG-MAN, Frank Moneme, said Nigeria's pharmaceutical industry has recorded a significant milestone in the last few years, paradigm shift towards local manufacturing, citing a reduction in imported finished pharmaceuticals from 4.03 billion units to 1.13 billion units as of 2025, according to NAFDAC data. Moneme, however, said high energy costs and delayed clearance of pharma inputs remain a major threat to the competitiveness of local manufacturers, with companies spending more than 40% of their revenue on electricity and alternative power generation, compared with less than 10% among competitors in countries such as China and India. He urged the government to introduce targeted interventions, including dedicated industrial energy tariffs, while strengthening policies that encourage local production of APIs and other pharmaceutical inputs.
Infrastructure deficits, we are now the cost of energy today is going up. And the last I checked, I read one report, in the cycle of production, 40% goes into, that's how much we spend on energy in pharmaceutical manufacturing. 40%. Imagine what that meant. If you compare it with countries like China, that is less than 10%, or India, that is also less than 10%, how are you going to be competing with such organizations?
PMG-MAN also appealed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to extend the presidential executive order supporting the pharmaceutical sector from its current 2-year cycle to a 5-year framework, arguing that longer policy stability would attract investment and consolidate gains in local production. The group said the upcoming expo would focus on discussions that resonate with technology transfer, regulatory harmonization, market access contract manufacturing, joint ventures and cross-border market integration with more than 200 exhibitors and nearly 10,000 industry professionals expected to participate. The event is expected to provide a platform for strengthening Nigeria's pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity and advancing medicine security across Africa.